Alright people, it's late. I'm gonna jump into this doggone video here. Trying to find a good place for this camera to be. Look at this. Let's try this out. Not great, not terrible. Hopefully you can see this. It's blocking my special delivery, but we don't need to be in there. My health is gonna be there too. Right here be decent. Alright, so here's my hanger. This is my I guess my main account. If we want to go through some of these bots, we can go through them. But I more so want to help out people that don't have everything. You know, don't want to put the money in. Don't have gold and gifts that came from War Robots and promos and all that good stuff. This is just hangers that's at work. Like with this Al June, how they started using the Ansel. That Ansel shield is so helpful. You won't even believe it. It's so helpful. Along with Last Stand, it works very well. It doesn't even have to be a good last stand, but just some last stand. Nuclear reactors on it. The avalanche isn't the strongest weapon, but it is the most efficient weapon. It more so scares the enemy. When I use my Aljun, it's usually to flush out enemies, so I can flush them out with the splash damage, and then lock them down. And then I jump into flight. That's how I use that. I use my lockdown ammo right here, and then I jump up into flight. So, right here we got lockdown ammo, last stand, and then nuclear reactors come in handy. Alright, and that's Al June. We got the Yang League pilot. He's not the best thing, but he works. Pilot skills are pretty low. I've been playing on my baby account more than anything, and in a separate video I will go over why I choose to play on the baby account, because I feel like I got in too deep with this account and pretty much scrounged my gold and silver into things that, you know, that I wasn't going to use. You see how things are just spread out? Everything's just randomly chosen to update. That's what you don't want to do. You want to try to avoid doing that at all costs, because all that's going to do is just make it so you don't have any weapons that go up to MK2 or MK3 for that matter. Got my Thunders. They're the cheapest thing to upgrade, and that's the only thing that's up. Let me turn my volume down here. Okay, so that's Al June. The Scorpion. It looks like a noob kind of build, but if I broke down why it is the way it is, you'll see why it works for me. But the Punishers work for when I need a close distance, so I can lay down some cover fire. I got the Punishers, and then whenever I'm jumping, or right before I jump, if I'm in range, I will use my Sinister Cryos. And the Sinister Cryo, the effect accumulation is at 122%. So usually those can freeze them. And the thing with cryo is that once you start freezing them, it increases your damage output towards them. So by that time, once I close my distance with my Punishers, and I start laying some freeze down, and I jump over to hit them with the scatter, it knocks out a lot more damage, along with my built-in weapon. For the modules, we got armor plates, because you want that. Once I jump in, I want that. And then I got the passive for the anti-control, and that helps for whenever you jump and you run into a typhon, they can't lock you, so you can't jump back mainly. Or you can phase shift out of it, out of whatever they lock down or whatever, if they actually do get me. I got the Iskra pilot here. Not the best pilot skills. As you see, I don't have much gold. We'll go through that in another video, how to do the gold and things of that nature. I'm just giving you a breakdown of little builds, I guess you could say. So this is actually my first actual good robot on this account. Was a Phantom, the Stellar Phantom. Looks pretty awesome. Looks freaky in the face. That face is freaky. Only a mother can love, like my face. It's freaky. But we got the Quirkers up here because I like the Quirkers. Well, I used to like the Quirkers. Let me switch that up. They nerfed the Quirkers and the Itemizers, so they're not as efficient as they once were. But it is what it is. The Scorchers are the new things, so I'm kind of building that up. But I don't, like I said, you don't want to just dump all your money into random things. If you want to dump money, you need to dump it into one thing and try to wait. Hold your money until events come around, either to upgrade your Titan or to upgrade robots or to upgrade stuff quicker. Like whenever upgrades are 25% off, that's whenever I would upgrade the things that are like level 9, 10, 11, 12. And then whenever the time is cut down for the events for the upgrade time is cut down, that's whenever I would upgrade lower level things around the cheaper things, because it'll take less time and it'll still be cheap to upgrade it. So like anything level 6 or below, I would upgrade for the faster upgrade times. So I'm laid back in this chair right now, but it is what it is. But the Scorchers are pretty tight. The effect accumulation isn't the best right now. 70%, so that's not that great, and the fire rate starts to drop pretty quickly. But for him, it's pretty good. He's just going to be breezing through. I use my Stellar Phantom usually if if I got the whole team going for one beacon over there, and then I see the opposite team's members are starting to come towards us to chase us to that beacon. That's whenever I would pull out a Phantom and rush to the other side. So I can either rush over to get a beacon, or I can rush over to distract them, so that half of the other team starts to go to follow me to the other side where they already got a beacon, and then I just jump back and go help my team get their beacons. So Phantom is a great one for distraction. As you can see, he also has anti-control, because you don't want to get locked down whenever you run like that. A lot of times I'll run and jump off a cliff or something, and they think it's over, and then I teleport back. So you don't want to get locked down. Whenever you got anything that teleports, you don't want to get locked down or blacked out. We got the Ogre. She's pretty good, but like I said, my stuff isn't really built up on this account. Phantom's ability lasts longer. That stuff comes in handy. Increased durability. I repair a portion of my my health every second. I wish it repaired more, but it is what it is. For the 0.5%, I didn't see the point of upgrading it for 900 gold. I just didn't see that. After capturing beacon, Phantom deals increased weapon damage for 30 seconds. That is a great one to have. It comes in handy. Okay. What's next? Nightingale. Nightingale was my second good robot. And people underestimate how tanky these Nightingales are, because they have a lot of life. You probably see the two Molotovs on the top. And that's for pretty much, I can keep my distance. You don't want to, using a support robot, they're not made to be rushing into battle. So I got the 600-meter range with the 500-meter range atomizer. And like I said, that's to keep distance or to run behind another tanky robot. And whenever I need to battle, I still got my health on my side and I can fly away if needs be. We got the nuclear reactor and lockdown, of course. I use lockdown for this thing because it comes in handy. If I'm up supporting, I can be scouting to know what my teammates actually need. So if I see one shooting at somebody and then they got to take a second to reload, I would activate my lockdown. So I'm shooting them with my built-in lasers. I can lock down enemy players and give my teammates a second to reload or to get into cover before before my ability runs out. So that's something to keep in mind. It works well. And we got the Maya pilot up here. Pretty good stats. Not the best, but pretty good. All the active modules last longer. That comes in handy. My built-in weapon shoots faster. That definitely comes in handy. You don't realize how important that is until you don't have it. After capturing beacon, I repair a portion of my health. That's good. The upgrade is pretty good too at 15%. I'm going to upgrade that. Nightingale deals increased ability damage. That comes in handy, especially with the increased fire rate. I killed a lot of people with my built-in weapon. If enemy control 3 or more beacons, Nightingale increase. These dogs, man. Keep it quiet now. Pipe down. But anyway, if enemy controls 3 or more beacons, Nightingale deals increased weapon damage. So all that stuff comes in handy because I don't have the best or strongest weapons up here, but when you play modest and humble, you last longer. My damage isn't really there, but when you incorporate it with support, I usually get top places. But as far as damage, my damage output is not there because my weapons aren't there. Um, the tier is one of my first robots. All of these are pretty much some of my first robots, except for the Scorpion. I do have other robots down here. The Blizz, the Nirvana, Invader. I love those Invaders. That thing is a tank. On my baby account, that's one of my main guys. Invader and Fenrir. The Leech, Jaeger, and all the old guys. Apparently Raven got a buff today. So you might need to try that out. I don't think I have a Raven, but you can get one on my other account. I got a Raven. We'll switch that another day. But yeah, for the tier build, like it's funny when you look at certain builds, they look like new builds. And they kind of are. They aren't that strong, but they are effective. And that's what I look for, effective. I want my robots to do what I need them to do to get me in or out of a situation. For the atomizers, if somebody rushes me, these atomizers don't stop firing. I keep those things firing the whole time. Um, and then whenever they feel like they used up all their little abilities and whatnot, then I can throw up my personal shield and I can use the magnetar and the halo right here, and they'll end up the magnetar and the halo. They'll end up locking the player down mainly because the magnetar has a pretty good effect accumulation of 104%. The halos not so much, I believe. Yeah, they're at 53%. But when you incorporate them together with the halos 500-meter range and the magnetar's 600-meter range, they become very effective. All right, we got fortifiers up here to increase my physical shields and lockdown ammo, of course, so people can't get too close and I can get away or keep them away from beacons. As you see, I enjoy lockdown because I play beacon rush most of the time. I enjoy beacon rush, but let's check our pilot here, and we got the repairs larger amount of durability with his ability. That's great to have. To repairs a portion of his maximum durability each second. That's great to have when I have my when I'm in um, offensive mode and I'm using my physical shield. That's when I want to repair myself. If the enemy continues to control 3 or more beacon tier, it deals increased weapon damage. That definitely comes in handy. Anything that increases all my weapon damage, I try to keep something like that. If you get pilot skills that increase only one weapon, those are what I don't really care to keep because you don't always have that weapon. You can swap weapons or whatever the case. I wanted to increase my weapon damage completely. That's what I like. Full-heartedly recharges inactive module tears durability when I drop my durability level to a certain level. Triggers once per battle. That comes in handy more than you know. It only activates once per battle, but it's usually when you need it because you're not going to be using the robot the whole time, most of the time. And I repair more durability with my healing ability. So that's all good. And then for our Titan, we got the node ends. As you can see, it's pretty low because my other Titan, Minos, he has the other good weapons. No, he doesn't. But where are they? Hold on. I don't have any more. Anyways, I guess not. But my notice, I gotta bring that retaliator up. But like I said, I don't upgrade anything until there's an event. Whenever you got cheaper Titan upgrades, that's whenever you upgrade. Don't just learn to save your money. Just save it. But as you see, there's retaliators up here and one cyclone. The thing that I keep in mind is that it's a support robot, like I said. So he stays in the back. I try to stay in the back as possible. But with that cyclone, I can still hit, track, and scare people with that one cyclone. And then if I want to close distance, I'll be using the cyclone, and then I'll kick those retaliators on, and they'll be like, "What? That flip flop?" And they'll be all jacked up. But anyways, we got Titan armor kits up here, cannonball reactors, that's maxed out, and quantum sensor because that's pretty much a must-have for me. When you deal with Aljuns, mainly Lokis, because they are a nuisance. A Loki can distract a whole team, and they're more efficient than they should be by just being invisible, pretty much. But yeah, them and the new Orochis are becoming a problem. So quantum sensor on your Titans is pretty much a must-have now. Titan armor kits are a must-have for a notice because they aren't that strong with their own. If half of your team is dead and you have to pull in clutch and there's nobody to really heal to help your resistance and things of that nature, you're going to be in a problem. You're going to have a bad situation. So Titan kits are a must-have up here. But anyways, hopefully that gives you a little breakdown of my little hanger. This video is my first one up here, so we're going to try it out. And hopefully it comes out well. I'll go ahead and take you guys in a battle one time so you can see my play style. But hopefully this works out well. We'll check out events and see what we got. We got some bonuses. We got nothing already collected. So we'll jump in here. Stop, boy. Yeah. I'll be biting on everything next. But anyway, let's do a beacon rush. Hope you guys are ready. I'm going to drop some music. I'm lying. I'm not going to drop any music. I got no music to drop. I'm sorry about that. Come on. The lag is so real. After an update, it's so laggy. Like, so laggy. I can't even stand it. It almost makes this game unplayable to me. But we're going to rush out there with our Phantom. top, so she's right there. Now we usually try to jump and go as far to the left side as possible, or whichever side that the pass beacon is. That alien team is going to be rushing to the front, rushing right to the middle. So I try to distract them by going to the side here. Shell guy has that covered. He's going to be all right. Visible for a little bit. Get him because he got his shield, so there's no point for him to even stay in there. I'll give his shell back some backup, if that's what I'm saying. Shield should be dropping right about now. Ravana is going to be a nuisance. Is that a raven? Yeah, that's a raven. Okay, he's not good. Go ahead and take your beacon. See, I told you this Ravana is going to be a nuisance. Like I said, phase shift comes in handy on this because I don't have to, I'm not losing anything if I go in the phase shift. I have to use phase shift to just jump around the board pretty much. Sidestep him a little bit. Got lucky in that one. Is this a Fenrir? What the hell is that? What did I just walk into? Try my best to sidestep. For those flamethrowers in the snow, the fires, sidestepping is my best option. I'll tell you a little bit about the drones if I get to use my nightingale. Because these drones are set up for certain things that work well, like using your ability to increase the lag. By the time I come back, I'm already feeling good. I hate the lag. I hate this lag. It's so terrible. And I'm on my Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is good, so it's not bad. Pretty decent game. We used our fast robots and we just moved around as much as possible. That wasn't a great game, especially with the lag, but it was a game nonetheless. But anyways, hopefully this interests you guys. I know this camera footage right here in my background. I'm in the garage. It's not the best, but I'll work on that. If you guys are interested in hearing my voice on this thing, because I know my voice is quite deep, quite excessive. Our damage is quite terrible. 5th place, that's terrible. Not leave you guys, because y'all gonna think I'm not about my business up here. Speaking of business, this is what I do right there. Working those 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, motorcycles, more motorcycles in the back. Let's get to it though. One more game so you can see. Maybe I can at least go through most of my hangar here. I just used the wrong drone. That drone was going for my Stellar Phantom. So for my Scorpion, I want the one that increases my damage output after I activate my ability. So then, look at the lag, man. Look, I'm not touching anything. And it's still I hate it because it'll lag at the worst times, and by the time it actually catches up, you're already good. Machine guns to keep them at bay. Got me. It was worth it. I wait to pull the Aljun out. And this one I use the eye. You see why I use the eye? Because whenever I go into flight, he'll start shooting for me. So we can still be dealing some damage. My drone will shoot and I can shoot. My drone activates damage over time. And see how fast I'm firing? We can actually lock down, keep everybody where I want them. So I know he was watching me, so I don't want him chasing me. Use some of our tanky health. Since he's 90 goes to high EP, I can take a little bit of damage when I get captured something. I just can't get locked down. I'll do my worst way getting locked down. And try to stand there as long as possible. I used to change the beacon to give my teammates enough time to try to come out. Then I can lock him down. Keep him right outside the beacon rail. He is killing me. Yes, he is. You got the beacon though. You got to lose this one. He's never left for the Aljun here. I know this video is long, y'all. I apologize. Just bring you guys with me with some playtime. Cover real quick. Let me start coming down there, okay? This guy's running around. We can fire this into the wall and kill this guy. He's knocked down and he's getting burnt up. Perfect. We need to take this beacon before they jump back over here. The team definitely needs to fan out. Just shot my answer shield off. I'm on my last stand, and I am dead. Ran out to my death. Should we just drop another? See, I can still shoot at him at the Hawk a little bit and not kill myself too much with the Cyclone because then doing terrible amount of damage. Terrible matches. Terrible matches. Terrible matches. Anyways, appreciate you guys for watching. I got plenty of things that I want to go over to help as many people as possible. Even with these boosters, there's stuff I want to go over with these boosters, the drones, the weapons, the robot. There's a lot to go over. There's so much, and these are pretty much the worst games I played in quite a few days. Even this terrible game, I was second. I don't know how I came second on the team. That's just how bad they suck. Not they, but we sucked as a whole. We all sucked. Yeah, people. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. Let me go ahead and collect these doggone whatevers. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Super out.